YuGiOh Sevens is disappointing. With saying that, I'm not implying that the new Yu-Gi-Oh series is terrible or anything, just that it is rather lackluster. You see, I've been really excited about the Yu-Gi-Oh anime for a while and was anticipating the latest installment into the franchise. Then Sevens was announced and doubts on the validity of the series began to form, with it all coming to head with the airing of the series itself, along with the information that the studio that had been creating the anime since the beginning had given the rights over to a new upstart studio. However, before I can attribute why this development was disappointing, first I need to establish why I even care about the Yu-Gi-Oh anime in the first place. Most people's exposure of the anime starts and ends with the original series, with some having seen the next two entries afterwards. That is when most people, at least in the West, have fallen off of the series as a whole, having categorized it as an entertaining kid show with some darker elements and interesting aspects to the writing. These things are true, and as much as I could point out some legitimately interesting elements of the story that the original trilogy had, I'm going to brush past that as to tackle the last two parts that were made. Yu-Gi-Oh! Arc 5 was an actually fascinating series, for a very select group of people. It tackled some big ideas on a multiversal scale, and, well, simply put, came up short in the end. With planning and pre-production issues holding the series back, it falls into this weird zone of being a show with really great ideas that creatives have fallen in love with, but lacking in the actually being a good show department. Then Yu-Gi-Oh! Vrains comes out. Vrains is yet another massive story being tackled. This time though, the pacing is solid. That along with some incredibly bold artistic and writing decisions, and a legitimately good anime was made. Not a good Yu-Gi-Oh! Series, not a good kids show, just a downright entertaining, well-made anime. The studio managed to actually take on a massive project over 100 episodes of a drama sci-fi thriller delivered in a satisfying way. This is something most studios would not be able to accomplish, let alone one that seemed to have narrowly managed to even get a product out the door with their last entry. With back-to-back great series, expectations, while tempered, were high, that they could continue to make yet another great Yu-Gi-Oh anime. And if I could be bold enough, I can guarantee that they would have. It simply is a shame that we won't get to see what they were going to do next. That brings us back to Sevens. Having watched it, I can say it's fine. It is an alright kids show. I'm sure that it will continue to sell merchandise. Really, if this was a new franchise being built from the ground up, it would be a solid enough anime to have backing you. It's just that compared to the incredible work we had been getting, that was possible to get in the future, it pales in comparison and leaves me, along with others, wondering what could have been. Is Yu-Gi-Oh! Sevens bad? No. It's just disappointing. Thanks for watching the video. I know I'm probably not the only one frustrated in the anime's development, so feel free to vent about it in the comments. I'm planning to eventually someday tackle some of the other parts of the Yu-Gi-Oh franchise. Whether it be the card game, anime, manga, or even games, there is a lot to talk about. Beyond that, I've also been working on a Yu-Gi-Oh project for a couple years now that I am sure will come up in my career eventually. So if you're interested, subscribe, and maybe in the meantime check out some of my other content. Like the video if you liked it, share it with other Yu-Gi-Oh fans. I'll see you all next time.